Yo, what's up, what's up? It's the one and only HipHopGamer, Hot 97, Logitech G, Nappy Boy Gamer with my boy T-Pain, NBA 2K League. What up, what up, what up? Yo, man, it's time to have that talk. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot to discuss. A lot to discuss. So, right off the bat, I just want to make sure that everything looks good and sounds good and y'all hear me clear. And there's a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, one love and God bless us always. And we're going to have a good time. And there's a lot to discuss. So shout out to Christian Rivera. I see you in the building. You know what I'm saying? Big J, raise the face. What's up? What's up? So please share the stream. And we're going to have some fun. Let's talk about everything. All right, let's get right into it, right? So what y'all see on that screen right now, we're going to start it off with the machine learning. What y'all see on screen right now is the actual machine learning model in the PlayStation 5. All right, let's go. So here's the first thing that I want to break down to y'all. So this patent right here, I'm gonna break down everything so y'all can understand what it really means. Because I know a lot of times, like the way the patents read, it could be confusing. But I got you, right? So if you look to your left, you know, figure 5. It talks about object data acquiring section. Then right below that, it says training data generating section. And then you got your training section, right? Then on the right-hand side, you see image acquiring section. Then you see recognition target data generating section. Then you see recognition setting section. And then right in the middle, you see the machine learning model. And number 10, you don't see anything, but that's actually where the system is supposed to be. But they couldn't show that image for obvious reasons. So here's what's going on. With the PlayStation 5, you have a machine learning model built in it, right? And with this machine learning model, it trains everything for AI upscaling and things of that nature so you could get the better resolutions in a better in a better frame rates and stuff like that, like how you see in DLSS. So what we have here is what we call a CNN. A CNN is a convolution neural network. All right, I'm gonna say it again. CNN is a convolution neural network. That's what the PlayStation 5 has. Okay, so what it does is one of the things that's very important when you want to make sure you got the right objects and everything on the screen. So when you play in a game, everything looks right in terms of the machine learning imagery, aside from the native imagery that's made in the standard, geometry. What it is they have this thing called it's a depth image data. I want to make sure I'm saying it right, but I believe it's called depth image data. I'll tell you exactly what it is. I'm sorry, I got so much information to share with y'all. Depth information. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's depth information. So with the depth information, right? What you're training the AI to do is to know like the distance, between something in the way it looks. So you have different like models. Let's say you got a teapot or a cup, a mug or something like that. These objects and everything that you see on screen on the landscape, it all has to be it all has image data. And you got to train the AI to be able to mimic this data so it could look better than the actual native image that it was made in. So, for example, when you saw Unreal Engine 5 and that was 1440p and everybody thought it was 4K, nah, it's better than 4K. I keep telling y'all, native 4K and those native resolutions, it's like spending extra money for no reason when you got technology that gives you that money back and over delivers on the image quality. So it's not about that native 4K stuff anymore. If you could get a 1440p image, but it's AI upscale and it's done correctly through machine learning, you got a way better image and you're rendering at a lower resolution, achieving that image, so you get all those frames back. That's why you could do 4K 120 and 8K 30 and all this other stuff that they are trying to achieve right now, because it doesn't take as much power to do the things we used to seeing. So that's one of the big deals right now. So when you look at this particular patent, you got the PlayStation 5 there, and you got the machine learning model. And the main thing about the patent is that it has to train, it has to train, and it has to it has to train the machine learning model first. Then it has to recognize the actual object, and then it has to do the same thing, but make sure they acquire the data of that method so it can look right on screen. So that's what this is showing. So once again, I'll break it down. You see in Fig 6 where it says start, and then it says acquire 3-dimensional data, then it says generate the training data, and then you train a machine learning model. And then after you do all of that, voila, you got everything on screen. That joint look fire, and this is the deep learning that's built in the PlayStation 5. All right, so now that we got machine learning out the way, I want to come and talk to y'all. So first off, one love and God bless everybody. Let me know what y'all think about what I just broke down and stuff like that. And I want to shout y'all out, and make sure y'all drop y'all city in the chat so I can shout y'all out and show y'all love. Yo, Sean 1988, what's up, dog? I see you. What's up, Rump? I see you. 2D, what up? What up? Yo, Dribble, what's up, Dribble? You say you'll take 1440p over 4K? Yeah, well, when you say 1440p over 4K, make sure it's 1440p with machine learning. Because 1440p standard by itself is not better than 4K. But with machine learning, yes. Detroit in the building. I see you, King James. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Meta? Jamaica in the building. What's up? So now listen, did I do a good job breaking that down in terms of just letting y'all know that PlayStation 5 does have machine learning? This is an image on how it breaks down, and the main problem that they had before was that they wasn't able to capture all the data that they needed to capture in order to reproduce the image quality perfectly. I'll give you an example of what I mean. If you look at Death Stranding, right, on PS4, PS4 Pro, in comparison to the DLSS 2.0 on Death Stranding on the PC, one of the biggest differences is, especially when you zoom in 400 times or 800 times when you zoom in, a lot of the grass and everything on the surface on the PS4 version, it gets real blurred and it looks real smudged together, as opposed to seeing everything individually, like individual blades of grass, and having everything pop out more. Whereas with DLSS, everything pops out more. There's no like lines going through the book bag or nothing like that. So that right there plays a role in the image detail. You know what I'm saying? That depth information. So with the depth information, you can get more of an accurate representation of what the model is supposed to look like. And then boom, you got your this is the next level of what you would see in checkerboarding and jittered rendered resolutions to get more performance out of your system. All right, so I hope that all made sense. Did that make sense? Y'all got me? Y'all follow me so far? You know what I'm saying? So now I want to move on, and another thing, just to let y'all know, there's virtual cameras. So they got these like virtual cameras that allow the system to detect all these objects. And when these objects are detected, that's when the machine learning and the patent to train that machine learning model in the system, that's what that's for. You understand what I'm saying? Because they have all this technology that's going to make everything look better and be cost effective in terms of the power used to do it. All right, so now let's move on, right? So the next thing that I want to talk about is backwards compatibility. All right, so now I know a lot of y'all been seeing this image float around the internet, but you only seeing it in Japanese. All right, I got the English version, official. Okay, So like I said, this has been floating around a lot in Japanese, the whole patent. But I got this joint, you know what I'm saying? I got this joint in English. So let's go. Let's go. So yo, Sean, good looking out on the love on the Logitech headsets, man. You already know. Pro X series, baby. Let's get it. So now let's talk more about the backwards compatibility. I spoke about this, plenty of times, but I was the person that broke the story on this all the way January 1st. But in terms of this particular patent, I just wanted to provide more clarity for y'all. So obviously you see the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, and the PlayStation 3. You see it says Gen 1 console, Gen 2 console, Gen 3 console, right? So then when you look over to the right, you see a whole library. You see a Gen 1 library, Gen 2 library, and a Gen 3 library. The great thing about this patent is that it's a collection of all the games from each generation. This is insane, right? In that thin client there that you see, it's a client, just like how you have the PlayStation Now client where you can run it on PS4 or you can run it on PC and stuff like that. That's it's a client, you know what I'm saying, that you run the games on and stuff. The cool thing about this and some other things that I heard is just like with the PS4, how you could download your games, or just like with the PS2, how you could download your games, like currently the way things is now, that's supposed to be unlocked across the board for every generation. So let's say you brought the digital PlayStation 5, cool. You don't need the disc to still be able to play those games natively, because you'll be able to download them now across the board, right? Crazy. And then if you got the disc version already or whatever, then you already know what it is from there. But the cool thing about this is what they're able to do with the technology in the cloud. They're able to make that cloud technology also work locally. So think about your PS4 Pro right now with PlayStation Now. You got your PlayStation 4 locally with the disc. You got your PS4 where you could download the game, or you could stream it, or you could play it on your PC but streaming only. So you have all these options, because let's say you go out somewhere, or let's say you doing other things and you don't got your system near you or with you or whatever. It's all optional. And it plays a role in what Sony did with the partnership with Microsoft to utilize Azure as well. So I just wanted to break down this patent a little bit more. Now, if you go back to 2013, my boy David Perry, he spoke about this as well, in terms of Sony greenlit, pretty much dropped the bag so that him and his team and his peoples could work on something that will allow PlayStation 1, PS2, PS3, and all the games to be played on one device. And it's like the ultimate system. You understand what I'm saying? So this patent plays a role in that, because this patent started out, right before the PS4 actually came out. So the patent that you're seeing is also a continuation. So they built upon this so they could do it right. And one of the things that changed was the fact that the PlayStation 5 is a much, much better processor than the PS4 processor was. Actually, some developers will tell you that the PS3 processor was actually just as strong, or if not stronger, than the PS4 CPU processor. That's crazy, but true. So one of the things that they're doing with PlayStation, one of the things that they're doing with PlayStation 5 that is extremely unique, and I never seen this before, is in terms of a way that this works, is that they turn off certain hardware features so that the system itself is mimicking another system, like a legacy system. So let's say certain CUs was turned off, and certain timing and certain things and compatibility things would get turned off based on the application that's trying to run on the system. And once the system recognizes, oh, this is a PS3, or oh, this is a PS4, the system adjusts automatically. You know what I'm saying? So it may down clock, it may down, like, do things in a variable way, so that so it could be close to the to the identification of the previous systems. This is amazing stuff because it's like a chameleon. You know what I'm saying? The way the system works, it can be more than just what the PS5 mode is. And when you see games that are PS5 compatible, that means that they will take advantage of the boost mode. So just like with your PS4 Pro right now, when you click on boost mode, certain games benefit from it and some games don't. But all the games run like normal, and the games that's made to take advantage of the boost mode just runs better because it's compatible for that boost mode. You understand? So the PS4 Pro is like a little insight to what PS5 actually will be and the things that they fixed and changed. So I just wanted to give y'all that quick backwards compatibility update and to give y'all more clarity on this particular patent, especially now that I got it in English. And you see it right there. You got a whole library that's stored in the cloud. You understand what I'm saying? It's stored in the cloud. Think about it from a PC standpoint with emulators. If you have, let's say you got an emulator, right? And your games is stored in the cloud. You can just download them or you can run them from the cloud, however you want to do it. But either way, you can stream it or you could just natively play it. Either way, it's all your collection is stored in the cloud. And the great thing about what this is that also in the patent, they talk about the different operating systems. So the operating system of the PlayStation 5 can mimic the actual operating systems of the old systems. So it's as if you're playing a PS3 on your PS5. Like they could mimic it and mask it because of the technology. That's another reason why it was 100% overhaul of the UI and everything with the PlayStation 5 to make sure all this stuff is designed correctly. It's unbelievable technical work, yo. This is groundbreaking, man. So I just wanted to share this with y'all and break it down so y'all know what's up. So now I want to talk to the audience before we move on to our next topic. One love and God bless. Talk to me. What's up? Big Irv in the building. What's going on? Yo, Sam. Yes. Yes, Sam. Yes, Sam. Like, you know, obviously once Sony announces it. Yo, much love on the $2 super chat. My dude Drew in the building. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. Shout out to Chris Righteous. Shout out to King Mo in the building. So far I talked about machine learning and I talked about backwards compatibility with that update. Do y'all follow me so far? Do everything make sense? I try to break it down in a way where y'all can all understand it because the way these patents read is so difficult and tricky. Kirk Ford in the building. And yo, Kirk, pay attention to that NFL PA deal that 2K just talked about. It's all a process, bro. What we want is coming. You'll see. Ari Hoffman, what's going on? Much love. Walter, what's up? What do you look for in a new gen console? What do I look for in the next generation console? I look for things that couldn't be done before. I want to see graphics that couldn't be done before, gameplay that couldn't be done before, features that couldn't be done before. Like, I look for everything to show me something that couldn't be done before. That's what next generation means. What can I do now that I couldn't do before? Period. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, we out here. So now let's move forward. So another thing I want to talk to y'all about is this part right here. Check this out, right? Okay. So now this is what I want to talk about. The reason why I really want to talk about this is because as much as I love Xbox Game Pass, the value is crazy. I think that this right here is better than Xbox Game Pass, in my opinion. I think this is better than Xbox Game Pass. I'm going to tell you why. So, back in 2013, shout out to my dude, David Perry, he talked about this, right? And it was a term called everything, everywhere. And before you buy any game, you could try it before you buy it. And that's for any game. Any game. Not a selected 100 games. Not games that you got to wait to hit the... No. Any game. Any game. You can play any game and test it out before you buy it. It's like if you go to a car dealership and you could test out whatever car you want to test out that you're interested in playing or buying, buying and stuff like that. This is insane. So let's break this patent down. And like I said, I got the patent in English. All right, so let's go. So with this patent, right, at the very top, it says you could preview video before selection of demo. So you got all the screens and stuff like that, right? Then you select your game, right? Then you launch the game code for the demo, right? Then you play the game clip for demo instantaneously from the cloud executed game clip. Then you can either purchase like a mini version of the game if you want to. Like if you're only interested in certain parts of the game, you could purchase a mini part of the game. Or you could play an additional demo if you want, that demo again. Or you could purchase the full game. And then once you purchase the full game, you can add that game to your account instantaneously from the cloud, and you don't gotta wait for it to finish downloading or nothing. You can just start playing right then and there, and it's all downloaded in the background, and it doesn't interfere with your gameplay. So here's what I want to tell you, right? This is what's crazy about the whole thing. So David Perry was talking about one day being able to go into the PlayStation Network store, and play everything that's in it. Imagine right now if you could go into the PlayStation store and play every single game that's released. You could just play every single game. Like instead of certain games having demos and, a demo got to be crafted from the developers to blah, blah, blah. The system itself allows for every game to be played by default. And if you like it, you buy it. Or if you only like this part of the game, you could buy the mini version of the game. So let's say you only like you wanted to, instead of buying the whole game, you could buy like some chapters or something like that. I'm just assuming that part right there. But the thing is, you don't have to spend everything to it didn't be disappointed if you didn't like something. You understand what I'm saying? And to me, anything that I play, if I like it, I'm gonna buy it. But you don't know you like it if you don't get an opportunity to try it and test it out for yourself. So think about share play with PlayStation 4 right now. With share play, you could play any game that your friend got for 60 minutes. And then you can reshare it and they can play some more. So you don't have to own the game, you don't have to download nothing or nothing. A person can use share play and virtually give you their controller and you can control their game. Just to test it out. It's unbelievable, y'all. It's unbelievable. So these are the things with cloud technology that they will be able to do. Now, I know a lot of people will say, oh, patents is filed all the time. It doesn't mean that they're going to do it. What I'm here to tell you is that everything that I'm talking about tonight, everything that I'm talking about is 100% confirmed, 100% real. Now, how they're going to roll it out, I don't know that. I don't know how they're going to roll it out. You know what I'm saying? Because they may have a 6-month plan before everything is intact. You never know. I don't know how things are going to roll out. What I do know is that Sony actually paid to make this happen, and people that I spoke with is doing it. Like they're already testing it. It's done. Like, you know what I'm saying? So very excited to experience this myself and for y'all to experience it. But what are your thoughts on that? Being able to one day go into the PlayStation Network store and play everything that's there for a limited time to see if it's something that you actually want to buy. That's insane to me. So now I want to holler at y'all. I want to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I want to, I want to get y'all feedback. So what y'all think of that, and what you think of that in comparison to Xbox Game Pass as well. And am I doing a good job breaking it down so y'all can understand exactly what I'm saying? Chris writes, that's pro-consumer. Yep. Yo, Mike, what's up, Mike? Sound dope, no doubt. Mike, who said much better than Game Pass. Got you. Walter, what's up? Would you? Oh, I'm sorry, I went past too fast. Mike, good job, hip hop. Thank you. God bless. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Dribble. All right, what's up, Dribble? You said dope. Okay. All right, cool. So now we about to move on. So the next thing I want to talk to y'all about, this is, yo, Big Cloud Gaming is in the building. My dude, Big Cloud, what's going on, B? What's pop? Oh, what? Envision Sky Limit is in the building. Yeah, you don't have to download a demo. You just hit the button and play. That's it. You don't got to download no demo, Sky Limit. You don't got to do that at all. Crazy. Crazy. Muhammad in the building, no doubt. So now we're going to move on. Okay. So now, this right here. Now, earlier, I'm not sure if it's earlier today or yesterday, but I left a tweet and I spoke about the create button. Here's what I want to tell y'all. So, what you see before you with this particular patent that's in English, I got the English version. You know what I'm saying? I do my due diligence out here in these gaming streets, all right? Because it was nothing but the Japanese version floating around. I'm the one who got the English version. So let's go, baby. So, what's amazing about this, right, is let's say you play in a game and then you beat a level. And then after you beat this level, you want to generate like a game slice, like the last 10 minutes that you played in this game was amazing, right? And you want to generate that game slice, that game clip, right? After you generate that, you can set it to like start and end point. And after you do that, you can save it and share it, and somebody else can play what you just played to see what that experience is like for them. And then you get people, then it's like Sony is building their own social network within PlayStation so that whenever you play a video game and you go through a certain part in whatever it is, you can take, it's not like you just sharing a clip and somebody is watching it. It's not that. You're sharing the actual video game data, the video game experience you just had. You sharing that, and you are sending it to somebody else, and instead of them watching the clip that you sent them, they can play the clip you just saved. Crazy. Now, Google Stadia, I believe, showed off a feature just like this where they put a tweet out and you was able to play the tweet that was sent out. It was crazy. PlayStation 5 got that. PlayStation 5 got it. Like, if I'm playing God of War and I just did this dope mission, I can save that clip and send it to you so you can play that mission. And maybe you beat the mission faster than me, or maybe you do something I didn't do, or whatever. Or I can just do something that I don't think a lot of people could do, save it, and see if you could do it. And you got to play it out. PlayStation 5, next generation, period, is going to be amazing. But I see so many people talk about the power of this and power of that. Yo, we got to talk about these features. These are the things that's going to change the system. These are the things that's going to change the experience overall. That's going to make next generation. Yeah, hype. This is crazy. Groundbreaking. So that's what this patent represents. It's unbelievable. You see it. Game slice generated. Share. Generate another. Continue. See your game slices. Game A created. Yo, what? And then you see the stats. How many plays? You know what I'm saying? Average completion. Not everybody may be able to complete what you did. Comments, all of that. It's all its own cloud social network built within the PlayStation 5, yo. I don't think anybody, no, I don't think I'm the first again to share all this stuff like in this light. I'm the first person. I don't think nobody was able to show y'all this. This is crazy. So now I want to show y'all something else. Now, wait, before I show y'all something else, what do y'all think about everything? Yo, Bruce, what's going on? Bruce, what's popping? Chris, I see you. My dude, Bruce, yo, much love, man. Crazy. All right, Sean, no doubt, I see you. So what do y'all think about everything that I shared today? I know a lot of people came in later than others, but what do y'all think about what I shared today, what I was able to break down and inform y'all of? This is a whole PlayStation 5 blowout. Yo, it's crazy. Joshua in the building. I see you, Josh. Okay. No doubt. All right, now we about to move to the next thing. Yeah, Sony ain't playing. Sony ain't playing. King James, you said it's on Reddit? Okay, cool. Cool. Is it on Reddit, like the English version and everything that I'm showing? Because I'm about to show you something else that I ain't see on Reddit. Word up. Caution in the building, I see you. What's going on? So now here's the next thing I want to show you. All right. So what you're looking at right here, this is something simple. But when you're streaming on PlayStation 5, if I'm streaming like a game that you like, you could just buy the game directly from my stream. And that right there, I think is going to come with a reward system and a point system. So like if somebody buys games from your stream because you do a good job showing the game off, it'll be a part of like a reward system so you could get free things within the PlayStation Network. I believe that that's what's happening. But as you can see here, you have it where you could join or you can buy the game right then and there. This is crazy. This is crazy. Weezy F baby, I see you. What's going on? Yo, Bruce, God bless you. Yo, that is an incredible comment. Much love to you, dog. Thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? G12 in the building, I see you. So yeah, this is crazy. This is all crazy stuff. All right? So, yeah, Twitch got something similar too, Jay, I see you. So, Bit, you said, can I send this to your DM? Yeah, I can. I got you, bro. Warzone Gamer. Oh, my dude, Warzone in the building. Excuse me, love you, bro. What's up, man? So, yeah, I just wanted to share all that stuff with y'all. It just to end the video, I know a lot of people was talking about the state of play and stuff. Now, I told y'all that August was going to be a crazy month, and I told y'all this back in June. So August is going to be a special month, and the future of gaming, there's a part 2 to that future of gaming thing. So that's what you're going to see at the end of August. The state of play, there will be some PS5 stuff there, but I think it's just an update from some third-party games that's going to be on PS5. So you're probably going to see, gameplay of that. I forgot the name of it, but it's like a scary game that they got. I think Quantum Era. I think that's what it is. Quantum Era. I think they're going to show something like that, and they may show something else. But for the most part, PS4 need love too. PSVR need love too. And PlayStation 4 is very instrumental and crucial in the success of PS5. The way they're utilizing PS4 is going to be very different to how they did every other generational Switch. So pay attention to the PS4. There's a lot more coming to it. State of play August 6th. I can't wait. Let's get it. I know a lot of people was complaining about the Spider-Man being only in the PlayStation version. Get over it. Grow up. If you want to play it, buy it. Period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a gamer, you don't complain about the fact that this is on another system. If you're a gamer, you get all the systems. I don't get y'all today. When I was a kid, I wanted everything. Period. When I was younger, I wanted Sega Master System, TurboGrafx 16, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, Nintendo 64, GameCube. I wanted it all. Your whole goal as a gamer is to not miss out on experiences. So if there's an experience that's been created, you go get it. It don't matter where you play it at, as long as you're able to play it. I don't do those fanboy conversations and all this other stuff, man. I'm a gamer. I'm happy that they made it. Sony invested in something for us gamers to experience. That's pro-consumer, because they took time out to invest their money to make sure we could get something that originally we wasn't going to get. Get out of here with that, man. Come on, man. We gamers. We play video games. It don't matter the system. We just want to play the game. That's what real gamers do. You know what I'm talking about? Real gamers play games. It don't matter where it's at. Remember that, man. I don't know what's wrong with people today. For real. We play games because we love them. It don't matter where you play them at. Push power, give me the controller, we lit. Bottom line. That's it, man. Come on, man. If you feel Xbox is the best, great. If you feel PlayStation is the best, great. We all got our preferences. But at the end of the day, it's still the same team. Video games. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. And then there was something else with the controller, the compatibility controller. I ain't trying to hear that. I wasn't playing my PlayStation 1 controller on PS2. I wasn't using my PS2 controller on PS3. I wasn't using my PS3 controller on PS4. And I don't expect to use my PS4 controller on PS5. What's wrong with y'all? If you love your PS4 controller that much, that bad, keep using it for the games that it work on. Period. This is next generation, man. We stepping up. And then what's so funny is y'all never even held the DualSense controller. The DualSense controller might blow out the PlayStation 4 controller to the point where you don't even want to play it no more, use it no more. You don't know. Give it a chance. Complaining about something that you know nothing about. Come on, man. We gamers. That's what we do. We try all the new stuff. We get hyped about it. We talk about it. We love it. We passionate about it. We have fun about it. Come on, man. We gamers, man. Never forget that. My preference is PlayStation. But I actually play PC more. But my preference is PlayStation. If you told me if you could only choose one system forever, I'm going with PlayStation. Period. They got better exclusives. Period. And they show off what their system could do to the fullest more than any other company in the world. In my opinion. Period. And I can show you stuff to prove why I feel that way. But at the end of the day, so what? Like, we just want to play games. So, on that note, I just want to share that with y'all. One love and God bless. Now, let me talk to y'all real quick. First of all, what y'all think of the video overall? Did I do a good job telling y'all about all the new things coming to PlayStation 5? And, what are your thoughts? Let's go. Walter, what's up? Would you eat a 1440p monitor or a television? I prefer televisions over monitors. Low-key use my PS1 controller on my PS2 though. Hey, that's cool. Whatever works for you, bro. Big Cloud Gaming, great stream. No doubt, bro. Love you, man. Shout out to Corey. That was great. Thank you. Hotline said I did well. Thank you. I did good. Thank you, Josh. Warzone, he said, what up with SOCOM? Here's what I can say. PlayStation, you are not ready. So get ready. And if you're a real PlayStation fan, you know what that means. You are not ready. So get ready. PlayStation. One of the biggest games. And if you look at what's going on in this day and age and what a game like SOCOM could be, let's just say SOCOM was ahead of its time to catch up with time. We're going to leave it at that. Let's go. So on that note, we out of here, man. One love and God bless. It's the one and only HipHopGamer, Logitech G, NBA 2K League, my boy T-Pain, Nappy Boy Gaming on your Hot 9-7 every day. That's my word. One love, baby. Peace.